everyone. Now today let us discuss class 9th chapter 8 quadrilaterals. Now theorem 8.1, a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. Now first of all let us recall the meaning of the term parallelogram. Now a quadrilateral in which both opposite pairs of sides are parallel is called a parallelogram, as you can see from this given figure. In A, B, C, D is a parallelogram. This is the given part. Let A, B, C, D be a parallelogram and AC be a diagonal here. And we want to prove here that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. It means we want to prove here that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. Now as it is given ABCD is a parallelogram, therefore according to the definition of this, pair of opposite sides are parallel to each other. Means here AB is parallel to DC and BC is parallel to AD here. Now let us start. Let us see what we want to prove here. That now first of all, in triangle ABC and triangle ADC, first of all please note what is given to you. Now in this, first of all it is given to you that AB is parallel to DC here. This is the given portion because ABCD is a parallelogram. Now if AB is parallel to CD, now according to the alternate interior angle property, we can say that here, let us see here, angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Now if AB is parallel to DC, it means angle 1 is equal to angle 2 due to alternate interior angles property. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Now this can be better understood if I am drawing here lines. Say this is your AB line and these are the two lines. AB is parallel to DC, AB is parallel to DC and AC is the transversal, and these two angles are forming here alternate interior angle. Now angle 1 is equal to angle 2 for the same reason. Now next is what we can see. One more thing is given due to this parallelogram property, that BC is parallel to AD also. BC is parallel to AD also. Therefore we can write down here that angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Let me write down this. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4 due to the same, you can say reason, alternate interior angle, and AC is equal to AC common. So what we can write down, AC is equal to AC in triangle ABC, but if I am taking here triangle ADC, so we can write down our AC, or you can say CA, both are one and the same thing, CA common. Therefore triangle ABC is congruent to triangle CDA. By which property? Due to angle side angle rule. How? Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, angle 3 is equal to angle 4, and one side is common, that is included between these two angles. So that's why these two triangles are said to be congruent triangles. By which property? By angle side angle congruency. So this is about what we can say. This is how a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles here. Now this I can explain with one more example. Let me take this example. Now I have this parallelogram with me. This one. This is a parallelogram. This I can show you in this manner. This is the parallelogram. I am just showing to this part because this line is your diagonal here. Now this diagonal divide this parallelogram into two parts. Two parts means two congruent triangles. This, let us see how. Now this is one triangle, this is another triangle. This is divided by this diagonal of the given parallelogram. So if I am congruency means the two figures are said to be congruent if they exactly overlap each other, or if they have, you can say the corresponding parts are equal. So let us see here how can we show this. So these two triangles I am showing to you that how can we show that these two are overlapping. So you can just have a look. When I just divided this parallelogram along this diagonal divides a parallelogram into two triangles, and this I am showing because these two triangles are congruent one, that's why they are exactly overlapping each other. So this is all about, you can say, theorem 8.1. According to this, a diagonal of a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles. Thank you.